Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I'm Sabrina, in case somehow you are new here. I'm Canadian, I live in Edinburgh, and I have a kitten. Her name is Betty. She's a calico and she is laying on the sofa. She's mad at me right now because she just came home from her extended stay at her grandparents' house. So she probably won't be in the video. Today I wanted to share my December favorites with you guys. And then I decided to extend that to like winter favorites because, to be honest, I don't remember when December started or ended in the grand scheme of my life and what I liked at that point in time. But I do know what I've been enjoying in winter 2020/2021, like things I'll probably continue enjoying. I'm gonna start, as I always do with my favorites videos. If you haven't seen the other ones I've done, they're full of stuff that like I still use constantly and it's always a struggle to find new things, but you can watch those. I'll put them in the description. As I always do, I'm gonna start with like beauty, so like makeup and skincare, and then I usually do fashion. I really don't have any fashion stuff to do this but I usually do fashion, and then I do lifestyle and like movies and books and things like that. So I'm going to start with beauty. First thing that I actually is a new makeup product is the Fenty Beauty lipstick. I'm not going to do a close-up because it's really manky and to be honest it doesn't help much because I'm wearing this lipstick so you can kind of see what it looks like. It's the shade Shoddy and Push Matte lipstick. I bought this because it was on sale and I went back to Canada for a month this winter, and Canada has Sephora, so it was on sale at Sephora for 12 Canadian dollars, which is like £7 or £8, and I wanted it. I remember I bought that for my friend for her birthday. If you've been watching my videos, you might have seen this in a vlog. I bought it for my friend for her birthday years ago and I really wanted it, but I gave it to her. And now I finally got it for myself and I love it. I love it because it's really, like, if I were to like actually stay on top of my lipstick and reapply it constantly, it would look great. This like darker color, pretty much what I've got on now. But I wore it a lot when I was in Canada because it's quite moisturizing, which you don't expect with lipstick, but it is, especially a matte lipstick. Anyways, I wore it a lot when I was there and it sort of fades really well, which is always what I want in a lipstick. I really don't want to be reapplying it throughout the day. I don't want it to get on my hands. I don't want to touch it after I've put it on. So yeah, love that lipstick. Would consider getting it in other colors, but I also really love the dark brown nude, which I got put on by Jamie Genevieve's new makeup brand called Vive. I don't have anything from that, but it is one of my favorites because I like looking at it online and I'd like to buy it, but I can't afford it. Now, my other two beauty favorites are like skincare stuff. This is a moisturizer I stole from my mom when I was in Canada. It's by Alba Botanica. No doubt this is like a TK Maxx, Winners TJ Maxx find because my mom loves that. It's Hawaiian Moisture Cream. I just had to put this in there because I've been using it constantly and I love it. It has jasmine and vitamin E in it. No parabens or animal testing. It's got no bad stuff in it. I love any moisturizer that has vitamin E in it. That's always been a great one for me. I've also started moisturizing properly, whereby I wet my face before I put moisturizer on. That is a game changer. And you might have noticed the other skincare beauty favorites is a jade roller. I am late on the uptake here, but when I went home I was staying in the room my sister used to stay in, which is my old room, but she had put a bunch of her stuff in it and her jade roller was in there, and I discovered the beauty of a jade roller. I never thought I'd buy one. I thought it was a bit of a gimmick. I'll put my hands up and say it, I did, but I started using it because it was there and I had really bad allergies when I was in Canada. I think it's the dogs, which is insane. I'm really nervous for when Betty starts to shed now, but my eyes were so swollen and itchy, so I started using this because it's cold and it would soothe my eyes. Then my sister said I could not keep hers. So I bought my own. When I got home to Scotland, I have a locked jaw on this side. It's like, I forget what it's fully called, TMJ, whatever that is, where you basically like overuse this muscle and I can only open my mouth that far. Which looks normal maybe when I'm showing you on camera, but like I can fit like 2 fingers in my mouth this way. Is that normal? It's certainly not normal. So it hurts to chew and it hurts sometimes and it gives me headaches. It helps with that because I can sort of massage it, which is something you're supposed to do to treat that. These are just my glasses. They are not a winter favorite, though I did get them this winter. They're from alllll. Maybe I will put them in. Did I get them in the winter? I don't know. They're new. They're the rolling glasses? No, they're the Capaldi glasses. I also have the rolling glasses from alllll. alllll are a Scottish glasses company. So if you're in Scotland and you want to buy local for glasses, go right ahead. I don't really have anything for fashion. I have not been wearing much. Not like that I haven't been wearing clothes. I have been wearing clothes. I haven't been wearing anything fashionable lately. I've just been really comfy all winter, to be honest. But I have a lot for lifestyle. So first things first, this Christmas I am unemployed, kind of. I guess I can't say I'm unemployed. I have a job at the university and I freelance, so I'm not really unemployed, but I don't make a lot of money right now. And so I thought, I'm gonna get back into knitting and I'm gonna knit some gifts this Christmas. So I got back into knitting and I knit these little face wipes, and I need to do something about the ends on these ones. These ones I sort of left behind, but they're so good. So instead of using, I have like muslin cloths that I use right now, but they've gotten really rough and, to be honest, quite disgusting. And I just throw them in the washing machine, but they're all stained and like I just don't like them anymore. So I knit these and I thought before I give them to people I'm gonna use them. So I used this one was mine, and I made it with like the scraps of the other ones, and it's so good, you guys. It is so good, and actually after you've washed it a few times it sort of tightens up. But like if you look at the difference between these are the same knitting pattern, and this one has sort of, the fibers are all closer together, so that's even better for washing your face. And my sisters each got one, and one of my sisters is using them as dishcloth now for cleaning. They're just really good multi-purpose, and they got me back into knitting. And all winter I have been knitting. I've been knitting these. I knit probably like 20 or 30 of these, and then I knit a few pairs of mittens, and I'm gonna show you these because they're actually still on the needle, and you'll kind of see a bit better once they're on the needle. These do not look normal. They look a bit crazy. These are Martha Stewart knit flat pattern. It is stocking stitch, which is the easiest. It's like what you learn when you learn how to knit. It's the easiest thing to do. And it's a really easy pattern to follow, and they look really scandy and beautiful when you're done. So basically you fold it over. So I'm not done this thumb, so it's gonna be hard to show you, but you fold it over, and then this thumb sort of goes up like that, and the thumb that I'm knitting now will also fold up, and then it folds over, and then you crochet. And by crochet I mean like you literally weave stuff with a crochet hook. It is not hard. It's such an easy mitten pattern, and they're so cute, and I've knit probably like 8 of these. So like 4 pairs of these, but that's because I'm still working on this pair for my mom. She was never quite pleased with them. So I've been loving those. I'm gonna move on once I'm done these ones. I'm not gonna knit any more mittens. I've bought a pattern for a sweater, and that is my big mission, because the other thing I finished when I was in Canada, this was in Canada too. This is a giant blanket. This is a quarter of the blanket that you can see. It's a giant blanket. It's Pearl Soho pattern, which is a big knitting company in New York. And my sister knit this first. Believe it or not, this is a baby blanket. It now fits on her double-sized bed. I did not use the right type of wool. Most patterns you can like use different wool as long as it's the same gauge. This was not that kind of pattern. It stretched so much, but I love it because now I can use it. It's actually for Hudson Bay blanket, so if you want to Google it, I mean, I'll put it in the description, but if you want to Google it, it's literally Hudson Bay baby blanket pattern, and it's Pearl Soho. I adapted the Hudson Bay blanket pattern, so I think I started with blue. Is that what Hudson Bay starts with? I don't know. I started with blue anyways, and then I got to the next one, and I thought, I don't want a Hudson Bay blanket. So I just did blue and red, and blue and red, and I thought, oh, it'll look quite nautical, but it is also the colors of the football club Rangers in Scotland, and now it looks like a Rangers blanket. And that's just because Angus has said that. Angus is a Celtic fan, which is their rival. Now I can't unsee that whenever I look at it. If you're from Scotland, you know. But yeah, it's really warm and it's lovely and it's super easy. Again, it's stocking stitch. So if you have the right needles for it and you want to knit a blanket, just go for it. It just takes a lot of wool and it takes a lot of time. I knit this for probably 4 years, on and off, aggressively on and off. There were years where I didn't do any work on it, but you could knit a blanket quite easily with that. Now, the things I got really into outside of knitting, but somewhat related to knitting, were Scandi Noirs. I mean, I know you know if you watch my favorites that I'm into Scandi Noirs, especially in wintertime. It's just really like cozy and I like it. So I watched The Bridge before I went to Canada in November. Sorry, I had a cough there. In November, yeah, I watched The Bridge, which is a Danish and Swedish show. I liked it a lot. The first season got a little freaky. And then the second season, yeah, sometimes with the second seasons they get a bit crazy, but it was really good. And then we got to Canada, we watched an Icelandic show, we watched Trapped, and I always thought I wouldn't like Trapped at all, just like the premise was like, not for me. I loved Trapped. I watched like 6 episodes a day when we were in isolation. I loved it, and now I'm obsessed with these sweaters. So I found one at my mom's house, sort of like this, and I started wearing it. I was like, so warm, and I mean like Canada is cold, so I did need a sweater. And then my mom brought this down. So my Nona, my grandmother, we call her Nona, she moved out of her house this year and they went through everything. My mom found this jumper she had knit for her dad, my Nono, who's dead now, and she brought it home and now I have it. And I love it, and I'm like, I also bought a pattern for an Icelandic sweater. And now that's on my 2020 goals list. So this is a winter favorite / 2020 goals. Mostly just knitting goals. I'm gonna knit a proper baby blanket. I'm gonna knit an Icelandic sweater, and I'm gonna knit a normal sweater with all the leftover wool I have from this blanket. So yeah. So a lot of this is like influenced by the fact that I was in Canada. I got this salt lamp when I was on my way home, and I was like heartbroken that I had to come back to the UK. And I was like, I just need to buy myself a lot of things so that the blow is not as aggressive when I get to our apartment. And I've been in isolation for 2 weeks and I'm just sad. So I bought a salt lamp. I don't, like, I'm not like, oh, it's purifying the air. I don't really care if it purifies the air, but like looking at it brings me joy. So I bought one. Betty cannot get to it, in case you're like, oh my god, they're toxic to cats. Yes, if your cat licks a salt lamp, it will give itself sodium poisoning, just like if you or I licked a salt lamp repeatedly. I've licked it once, but never repeatedly. Yeah, she can't get to it. She also doesn't really like lick things, and if she did lick it, I mean, I'm constantly with her, I would know. So yeah, well, keep an eye on it, but she can't get up there right now. When I would go to bed at home when I was in Canada, all the salt lamps stay on like all the time in my mom's house, and we'd turn all the lights off, and then there was just this like warm glow of salt lamps, and I was like, this is what home feels like. So yeah, I bought one so that it would feel like home here, and you know what, it doesn't, but it's an improvement. And the last thing I will show you are all my like old objects that I've gotten. This looks like a espresso glass. Yes, it is an espresso glass, but she put a candle in it. My mom bought so much wax to make candles that she's just started putting them in mugs and stuff, which it's weird, I'll give you that, but she also has put wood wicks in them, which just, it crackles when it burns and it sounds amazing and it smells amazing. I don't know why she doesn't sell these. It looks weird, but I am looking forward to, like, once I'm done burning this candle, I can just get the wax out using some hot water, boiling water, I think. The boiling water, you pour some boiling water in, it flows to the top. Am I right? Anyways, I'll wash it out and then I can use it for my espresso. And espresso is my coffee drink of the year this year. Unless I'm going to a cafe, in which case I will get a flat white. But I just don't finish my coffee ever because I don't like the milk. So it seems pretty natural that then I would just get espresso. So she gave me that. So this is the other thing. I think this is a candlestick holder. I'm gonna use it as a candlestick holder for like one of those thick candles from Love Crumbs. They're like beeswax candles and they're big. I think that'll go nice in there. I love candlestick holders. I only have this one, and I have another one in my bedroom that I broke. It's not porcelain, but ceramic, and I broke it. It needs to be glued back together, but yeah, I picked these up while in Canada. They also belong to my Nona. Big on the antiques, as you can tell. This one I'm going to use as a candlestick holder. This I think is for a single flower and it's crystal, I think. We do get bouquets often and it's easy enough to put a single flower in there and then just put it up here. Oh, I should show you this too. So this up here, I'll show you a close-up of it, was a wedding gift we got when we were in Canada, and it gave me an excuse to bring another bag home, special briefcase suitcase, you know, one of the hard suitcases, old-timey suitcases, stole it from my Nona's house. She did give it to me, like I didn't steal it. She was like, you should take one of my suitcases, so I did. And it transported like all of these fragile things home to Scotland for me, well, with me. That was a wedding gift, and it's the Sleeping Giant, which is in Thunder Bay, where I'm from, and I love it. I love now that I've got something in Scotland that is from home. It's so cheesy, but yeah. My winter has been about a lot of cozy things, a lot of antiques, a lot of homemade, a lot of the things that I just generally do really love. So I suppose it's actually been quite a good winter. I've been, of course, very blessed to be able to go home. It was absolutely, in retrospect, a mistake to come back. We were totally fine when we went home. We got home before this new strain in the UK was even really like announced or in the news properly. Like, we didn't know about it. I'm sure it was here, maybe not in Scotland, but it was in the UK, I think. But yeah, we had no idea about it, and we got home, and then it was about that next week when they closed borders to the UK, or from flights from the UK, and yeah. And then we came back thinking, oh, the UK's in lockdown, Canada or Ontario, where we were, is in lockdown, like it'll be super quiet, it's fine. It was not super quiet, and I have many regrets, but I'm here now, and it's fine. We didn't get COVID either way. I just got tested again here. Yes, so we were very lucky. Very stupid on our way back. We should have done a lot more Googling to like what actually was going on in the UK. I had no idea it was as bad as it was. I stupidly assumed that I'd know if it was this bad, but nobody was really like talking about the specific numbers. It was just like, oh, things are bad in the UK. I was like, yeah, what else is new? And yeah, it turns out very bad here. I'm very afraid. I miss my life at home, but Angus needs to work. He can't work from Canada. He would have had to like quit his job and start over, and we'd have to start a visa application thing all over again. Anyways, it wasn't a possibility. So here we are, back in the UK. Anyways, those are my winter favorites. 2020, not quite yet 2021, though, because it is my 2021 goals, you know, the year of coffee in espresso form, the year of knitting jumpers, the year of using my jade roller to hopefully be able to open my jaw a little bit better. You kind of get an idea for what my winter will be like too. I will be doing vlogs again. If you're new around here, I do vlogs every week. Usually. I haven't done them in about a month because I was sad, to be honest. That's why. Nothing was going on and I was sad. So hopefully I'll be starting those again soon, but I'm just sort of waiting for life to get a bit back to normal and to feel a bit normal again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. If you made it this late, I want you to comment so I can say thank you, because people usually probably fall out of the video around the 3-4 minute mark. They kind of like lose interest, and you made it this far. It's a testament if you made it to the end, and I'm proud of you for that. Make sure you subscribe too, because like if you made it to the end, you probably should be subscribed. Yeah. Hope you're feeling okay inside. Okay is enough. It doesn't have to be good. I just hope it's okay. Your white tummy. Your white tummy. You gonna bite me? She won't look at me, look. I'm like, Betty. Bye.